Hello Stampers, this is Kelly Acheson at StampAbove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today I have an oldie but goodie technique. I do love techniques. We are going to be doing some block stamping. I'm going to be using the Rooted in Nature stamp set. This is a brand new stamp set in the catalog. It also comes as a bundle with the Nature's Roots framelits. And there's some designer series paper that goes with this too. We're not going to be using the framelits or the paper. We're just going to use the stamp set today. So let's get started and I'll show you how I made this neat fossil looking print. I always like to start with my cardstock layers. I've got a piece of the returning in color called Blackberry Bliss. This has been added to our core colors and I'm so happy about that because it was one of my favorites. It's just such a deep, rich color. This is 8.5 by 5.5. Then I've got two Whisper White pieces that are 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of crumb cake that's 1 1/4 by 4 1/4, and a piece of the Blackberry Bliss that is 3/4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to bring in my piercing mat here and we are going to do our stamping first. So I've got 3 different ink colors here. We're using Crumb Cake, Blackberry Bliss, and Tranquil Tide. And I've also got my B block. There's a little B on the end of this block. That's the size block that I'm going to do my block stamping with. And I like to just start on the side and I'm leaving it on there a little bit to let that ink soak in. And then I'm going to go over to the other side and stamp this approximately the same distance from the right side and the top as I did this one. And then one more time in the middle. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going to use these amazing leaves that are in the stamp set. I absolutely love them. They remind me of fossils. And I just really like that look. It's just so attractive. So I'm gonna stamp one right here, another one right here, and one right here. That's the Tranquil Tide. Now for the Blackberry Bliss, I've got the smaller leaf here. I'm gonna come in with this one here, and another one right here, and then how about one right across the top of that block? And isn't that just pretty? I absolutely love that look. Okay, now I've got the Nature's Twine. This comes 4 different colors to a pack. This is all part of the Rooted in Nature suite of products. I am using the Crumb Cake colored piece of twine and I've cut that about 6.5 inches long. This is a thicker twine, and while this is a very nice twine, I wanted a little more substance for my twine here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to unravel it. This has actually 3 different, what would I call them, strings or whatever, 3 different sections that make up this thick twine. And when you unravel it, you're going to get 3 pieces of twine, and that's kind of more the look I was looking for. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to bring these up, match them up on the end here, grab a piece of regular tape. I'm just going to put these together, and I'm going to center them in this area down here. Well, that didn't go so good, did it? Trying to do everything all nice and quick here for you guys, and I just kind of flubbed it all up. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to happen. Shazam. I could edit that out, but I think you guys understand, and I'm going to leave it right in there. And now I'm just pulling these so that all 3 strings are going to be straight across the front of my card. And that just gives it a little more, like I said, substance there. I wanted more than just one piece of twine And isn't that kind of neat? I love that. Okay, now I'm super excited to show you this. If you follow me, you know that I did a tip video not too long ago showing how to make some templates for my banner triple punch. So you know the banner triple punch punches a 1 inch, a 1.5, and a 2 inch banner. But what if you need banners in between that? You can take your cardstock and you can futz around in here and you can try to get that lined up straight, but I've found that 90% of the time I don't get it lined up straight, and then I end up cutting another piece and then you're chopping it all up and it's just ridiculous. Things like that just make me crazy. I want to poke my eyes out. So we don't want any eye poking here. So what I did is I made these templates that I keep with my punch. This particular one is going to be for our 1.25 inch banner. So I've made this piece 1.5, and then I needed 1.25 in the middle. So 1.5 minus 1.25 is 1/4. So I took half of that and put it on each side. So 1/8 strip there and a 1/8 strip there. And that is going to, let me put this in here, allow me to slide my cardstock in there. I'm going to slide it in all the way and punch that out so that I'm going to have a perfectly centered cut banner with my little template here. I thought it was pretty genius, right? Okay, so that was the 1.25 inch piece, and now here's one for the 3/4 inch piece, and I'm just going to slide this into place, and I'm going to push this all the way in, and we're going to do it again on the other end. Voila! Perfect every time. I was super excited to create these because now I have them. You have to futz around and make them once, but then once you have them made, you have them forever. Okay, so now we are going to stamp the words "You are wonderful" on our banner in the Blackberry Bliss ink. And that looks pretty darn good. And then we're going to adhere that to the Blackberry Bliss banner. Just gonna eyeball this and get it centered and straight. I made a whole bunch of these cards for a swap earlier today. Oh my gosh, I made 42 cards today and I'm still rolling here. But 'tis the season. Stampin' Up! Demonstrators they're really killing it right now with card swaps. So this is what we do when we have a new catalog coming out. So I made 21 of these this morning and 21 of a different card. I'll share that with you a little later in the month. Here we go. Dimensionals on the back, and I just put one up here and one down here. I don't like to put them in the middle because then they're going to rest on this twine and they're going to not really adhere to my cardstock. So I put one up here and one down here. And then I'm just going to center this. Oh my gosh, isn't that just so very pretty? And then for the inside of my card, I thought, we need to put a little pretty in there too, don't we? So I'm just going to do this. And a Blackberry Bliss. Ooh, that's going to be hard to get used to. Oh my gosh, so pretty, right? Love, love, love. Here goes the inside of our amazingly simple card. Oops, let's put our leaves on the bottom where I intended them to be. I really, really, really like this stamp set, and I have barely even touched the amount of things that I plan on doing with it. It is so versatile. I got a hair someplace. There it is. So versatile and so cool. Oh, delicious, right? I love this. So if you are looking or trying to decide what to get out of the new catalog, I can't even tell you enough how beautiful this is. And before I forget, I want to do one more thing. We have these leaf trinkets. These are also part of this bundle. And we've got triple leaves in silver and copper, and then we've also got the single leaves in silver and copper. And how many do you get in here? It's like 24 maybe. Yep, 24. I was right. So aren't those just so pretty? I love them. I'm going to put one of these leaves on my card, and I'm going to use a mini glue dot to do it. And I'm just sticking that right to the end of that leaf because I'm going to tuck it under here just a little bit. And isn't that just the perfect little accent? I love this. So, so pretty. And now I know some people will say, well, isn't that going to add postage? No, actually, when I mail this card, let me show you what I do. I have some crummy white cardstock. Like, this is some cheapo junk. And I will take this and I'll put it right on the top of my card when I slide it into the envelope. So you won't have the bump that's going to get hung up in the machines as they're, you know, passing them through. And you shouldn't have any extra weight that's going to cause this card to cost you more postage. So there you go, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Please feel free to pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com so I can send you the brand new catalog. You're going to love it. And click right up here. This will take you to my blog. There's ordering links for all of these products to make it super easy for you to shop in my store. Click down here to subscribe to my YouTube channel because, well, why wouldn't you want to? I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.